What is the answer here? The crisis on the border. A new poll this week said just a third of Americans believe the president is handling immigration well. In recent weeks, we've seen an increase of migrants trying to make it into the U.S., including thousands of children.
The further away people are from the border, the bigger the myth is of the border.
This week, we look at immigration, the policies, the politics, and the people at the center of the issue. This is The Race. So we just crossed into Nogales, Señora, Mexico. We're just south of the Arizona border, and we're headed to a migrant shelter that for around the last 40 years has been helping people who have been trying to make it into the United States.
No fue del todo bien, ¿verdad? Bastante sufrimiento durante ese camino.
Inside the San Juan Bosco migrant shelter, there is humanity. Many in this room haven't felt that until they arrived here.
La gente está pagando por irse a morir allá adentro.
Every night you will find dozens, sometimes hundreds of people who have found refuge just short of the U.S. border. For most here,
Guatemala.
the trip, sometimes on foot, has been fueled by hopes of one day
Honduras.
making it to the other side.
This is from last night. Most people are from Guatemala.
Some migrants pay people to get them to the border, not knowing some guides are more about the money than migrant safety.
Luego de ahí pues nos llevaron a bodegas, ¿verdad? Donde llega toda la gente. De ahí pues casi no nos dieron cobijas, ¿no?
This man says he and his brother were given checkpoints to find the way north from Guatemala by people they didn't know.
Solo pues nos pusieron en el piso, pusieron una cobija abajo y una cobija arriba y sufrían mucho frío.
They left in search of better work. Their jobs back home paid the equivalent of roughly $6 a day.
La mera realidad pues de nuestro país hemos salido por mucha necesidad. Nosotros como guatemaltecos en nuestro país pues los trabajos allá pues son duros. Estamos acostumbrados a trabajar duramente en el campo, pero nuestro pago es muy poco, ¿verdad?
He says he already tried to cross into the U.S. illegally, but failed. That's the case for most migrants here tonight. Some have tried illegally, others in hopes of seeking asylum.
Those who have crossed. This is the people that have been under the status of catch and release. They are caught right the minute they cross, and then they are put back, and they usually come here to sleep.
While the mayor of neighboring Nogales, Arizona, says his city is not seeing a migrant crisis for now, those at this shelter say they have seen an increase in the number of people coming to the border since President Biden has taken office, even though the administration has said the border is closed.
As the new administration started, there was this call that people felt, okay, this is a new administration, let's go right now.
Bueno, primeramente sería muy importante que las autoridades migratorias de Estados Unidos agilizaran los trámites migratorios respecto a la solicitud, tomaran una decisión rápida para que las personas que vienen de Centroamérica o del sur del país de México, bueno, pues buscaran la manera de reintegrarse otra vez a su lugar de origen.
The shelter tells us these young faces are with their parents, unlike the recent spike in unaccompanied minors along other parts of the border. Alex LaPierre is with Arizona-based Border Community Alliance.
How restricted it is to cross.
He works with this shelter and tries to bridge the divide between Mexico and the U.S.
People think that now with the new administration, things have just flipped a switch and changed overnight, but it's not the case.
Finding the right approach to solving immigration may feel impossible. Alex would like you, no matter your opinion, to start with what you see, who you see, in places like this.
Have empathy for these people that really have nothing, and this is really their last resort is coming here and making this journey. It's not something that was just a flip of the coin, but it was something that they had no other choice.
New bills in Congress could give millions of people a pathway to U.S. citizenship, and Maya Rodriguez is taking a look at how these new bills could impact dreamers.
For 20-year-old Yatsiri Cruz.
I was brought to the United States when I was 9 months old.
America is home.
Most of us dreamers came to the United States as children, not even knowing, and this is all we know.
Cruz, who goes to college and works as a paralegal, is one of 2 million people living in the country and legally allowed to work, known as dreamers.
We're citizens without the title. We're citizens without the title, without the benefits, without being recognized.
The name Dreamers comes from the Development, Relief, and Education for Alien Minors, or DREAM Act of 2001. In the 20 years since, there have been 11 versions of the bill introduced in Congress. None have become law. President Obama, through an executive action, allowed Dreamers to apply for the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals program, or DACA. But it's just that, deferred action, and offers no pathway to citizenship. But now, there's hope for change.
It's not just numbers, it's actual people that this is affecting.
Irvin Gonzalez is with CASA, an immigration advocacy organization.
We provide services and community organizing.
The House of Representatives recently passed a new Dreamers bill that could finally give some clarity to their immigration status. It now heads to the Senate, where it faces an uphill battle.
We're very happy to see the first step pass and waiting for the full act to pass. So now it's to continue to keep that pressure. The White House, the Senate was all one because of these promises you made for the immigrant community. So it's now to uphold and keep those promises that you made.
To 20-year-old Yatsiri Cruz.
We have hope. We have hope.
That means speaking out and sharing her story publicly.
I think we give our full and 100% to this country and to our people, our community.
In the hopes of a chance to stay. In York, Pennsylvania, I'm Maya Rodriguez.
More to come on the race. Stick with us.